Lanjut ke gangguan dan
Seems like a programming error.
This fragment of Roi. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
The simulated universe. I'm speaking
It's
Fine.
I probably will.
All right, I agree.
Come along. I'll see you out.
kita bisa dulu aman.
It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the Master Control Zone. Thank you. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it. There's some things that I must tell you now. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and so Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars. And now my headache is... There's much you don't know about the space station, and even... But there is some information I can give you. That place is... I'm giving you my access card. Stay vigilant, assistant. Remember, there's a giant... Once you're back, come find me on...
What would a sealed zone look like?
Game? Lalu. Oh. Horror.
Water heeds the cloud song. 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 It's all yours.
Buzz.
What's up with...
Buzz. Madam Herta. Open zone. High risk zone. Buzz. Service stat. Permission status. Madam Ron May. Permissions granted. Buzz. I am a twin of the rice frying robot. Maintain zone operation. Welcome. Buzz. Visit. Fry leftover right. Fry leftover. Welcome. Visitor. Conclusion. You cannot enter. Probability assessment. Seeking suggestion. Proceed to basement. Locate records of cultivation.
Oke. Di catatan. Wow. Cool. Keren. Keren. Aduh, pencet.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Isi. Putar-putar dulu.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Belum buka.
Water heeds the cloud song. Water heeds the cloud song.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator.
Huh? What's that sound out there? This is the headache Ranmei mentioned? It's just a different flavor. I'm not one of Ranmei's recognized too much negative energy. Why? Why? What's that noise? I need to find a place for this little one.
song.
Nyanyi di situ.
What is the cloud song?
Kawan.
Is that all?
To guard and defend! Crush them!
Rise! World cleansing dragon. The consequences are mine to bear.
Tambah nge-lag. Iya kan. Habis.
Grace. Grace.
I'm scared!
Stay put.
Iya kayak.
Hope you're prepared.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Heaven's surge. Rise! The consequences are mine to bear. Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon. The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Break!
There's always a weakness. Lend me your strength.
Kunci.
Heaven's surge. Rise! Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
I never imagined there'd be so many of them.
Ada.
Is that all?
Don't come!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Is that all?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
I sense a storm. Heaven's surge. Break! The consequences are mine to bear.
You are here too? Seems like this is the other end of that one-way path.
The final days that member number 23 at Cha spent in the mechanical... I'm now certain that the outcome of this life can exist in thousands of different... These life forms are very advanced. I'm starting to feel lost. Life is countless and varied in form. I firmly believe the patterns of all things always have complicated and ever since I was a child, I have always delighted. I wish to discover the true essence of life. So, to avoid, I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my...
Sounds fitting. Stay here for a bit. Did something just open?
Water hits the cloud song.
Hidden room. Buzz. Only Madame Ron May has permissions. Permissions granted. But select from the below services. 1. Check historical incubation record. This function has been damaged.
Is this?
I thought of one life form that would truly lie beyond my reach. And that is... an emanator. I cannot comprehend what an emanator is. Scholars view them as the executors of the Eon's power. So, when did it begin? And at what point did they become closer to the Eons than any other life? At first, I tried to create a genius. I failed. That question has no solution yet, and however, erudition isn't the only path in the universe. If we set logic aside, would there be more primitive and pure? Of course there would, Tazyron. I was able to see the beginning and end of the swarm disaster through the simulated universe. Obtain data on the imperative. It is a logical decision. I will certainly succeed. The entity that I reconstruct will Herta and Screwlum like this experiment? Most likely not. Therefore, I must hurry my work, as well as find a fitting assistant.
Permission granted. Select from the below services. 1. Madame Ron May. Alien species. Buzz. Man with plaster head. Buzz.
Seems like there's something new.
What?
Madame Ron May. Buzz. Alien species. Buzz. Man with plaster head. Buzz.
Seems like there's...
So?
Permission granted. Buzz.
That sound's coming from above.
Water hits the cloud song. Is that all? Oh, Grace. Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. Heaven surge. Break. The consequences are mine to bear. Is that all? Heaven surge. Rise!
There's always a weakness. I'm gonna hold everyone back. This battle is unavoidable.
Awaken, dormant scale. World-cleansing dragon. The times are changed. Heaven surge. Break. The consequences are mine to bear.
Waduh bang. Sini situs. Oh, ini balik lagi.
There's someone in the distance. Who is that?
Here, a genius move. And how will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking. Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there. Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament? If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are. And I'm aware you are in Ronmei. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede. But should you fail, that's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Because I can't bear to see idiots. Of course, they wouldn't want to see me either. The real Ronmei's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and...
Lah, hilang ya. And it... What? Ke atas. Ini ke bawah. Wait, what? Ini ke bawah, ke atas? Ke bawah benar.
station has an area this big? An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Do not be afraid. Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Hope you're prepared. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
The strength. Heaven's Surge. Rise! Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength.
Heaven's Surge. Break!
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Is that all? Awaken dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
You'll destroy the space station!
Lend me your strength.
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
I'm scared. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Sense a storm. Heaven's Surge. Rise!
Lend me your strength.
Is that all? Awaken dormant scale. World cleansing dragon. Heaven's Surge. Break!
Give me strength.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Is that all?
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
enter the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
This ends here.
Dare attack me?
After 56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Ronmei.
Sorry.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator. How should I have explained it to you? I'm not good at communicating with others. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise as it journeyed towards the... However, even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted. Indeed, this is how I keep the distractions at bay. I have to admit that research once made me obsessive. That, I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. And that's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of them, they're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friend. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what love is, and do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question. How should I... Do I seem irresponsible? I'm sorry. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off. If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like... Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. If I do not want a secret revealed, The most foolproof way is to destroy it. It won't take effect immediately. It is a slow... Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity. Perhaps that way, the connection between life... It will make our lives more... I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for... Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime. I miss member number 55 reaching to sometimes. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? I promise I will, Mr. Assistant. If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting. Though I suppose it wouldn't be no man's land anymore.
Selesai. Bentar, masih. Nah, masih ada. Ini siapa lagi?
All remains as it did yesterday.
Waduh. Ngapain stereo? Aman nih internet. Teng, 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 teng. Masih belum selesai.
Newsflash. Good evening, Madame Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madame Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
Kaget.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion. Their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him. The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
And you're...
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
He's only just woken up, dazed. He may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Mr. Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Ask.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know.
She received an invitation from the IP.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates, they want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual... excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool.
I think I was.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure. Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important. If only there were some hints.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that?
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's all taken care of. Here's the account you asked for.
It's Oh, you flat, small scale.
Again?
These two aren't making any sense. This is what I recall before I met Herta, but let me try to remember the conversation with that.
A curio that's alive, but maybe the researchers at the departments of ecology are in Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the departments of ecology and insight.
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth. Ugh. If I discover a curio that's alive but doesn't have... Oh, nowadays people call them what? Well, I might be the Department of Ecology. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I must say, we people are growing more and more Never mind.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. Adler was with Arlen.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know...
What?
Where? So I'm the dog?
They seem to be...
Oh, really? What a cool... That kid sure is brave. Running... Yeah. Brother Arlen,
Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
Iya, enak po.
Over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
Is that all? Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. Do not be afraid. Heaven's surge. Break!
You'll pay for this.
I'm scared!
This ends here.
This battle is unavoidable. Lend me your strength.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Rise!
I can do this!
Heaven's surge. Break!
Peppy! Are you...
That's me.
He wants to ask you something. I'll leave you to it.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. So, which curio do you want? That's all you got? Well, there's beauty in the... Have you asked the Department of... Huh, she's not wrong. Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a what? Let's call it a day.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but...
Hmm?
Let's go over it from the start. My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. How's it going? Did you find the information?
I see. See? My researchers... just business as usual. After some researchers have... things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts. Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably... people were just starting to regain... However, as you can see, rebuilding trust... Anyway, the most... That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing... the other person should be from the Department of Insight. And he... do you remember who it is?
I say?
Alright,
No need to be modded, though I can
I have faith in your ability.
see this I'm not getting it.
Sure thing. Anyway,
It's happening again. Time to carefully recall my... the other person should be from the Department of Insight. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Hey, what brings you here, Rich? It's all taken care of. Here's the account you asked for. Oh, you flat, small scale. Best left under.
Again? How many times?
Here too. Did my memory piece together? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I say? No need to be, though I see this. I'm not.
Again?
Oh,
Huh. Asta told you to find me? However, I've heard of such... don't get me wrong.
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned...
I figured you'd come to me. I'm sorry.
just as I thought.
I'm sorry. I see. Oh, there's only one. That means that the words they used.
Have you asked the
Huh?
No.
Have you asked the
Huh?
She's not. Ah, that's right! They're. Let's call it a day.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That's... I need to go over it from the start.
Let me describe it again and send me a signal when you...
I think if only there were some hint.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's send me a signal when you see traces of... That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want...
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you... If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this cap... A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay...
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate his story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have...
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic, it is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. If he is truly innocent, he can clear his name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Don't interrupt other people. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it in passing. However, she did give a thorough description of the...
True. You wouldn't be able...
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down on?
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretend. And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't...
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment involves a curio that...
I remember now.
That's enough. And the assignment in Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio?
Sure. But you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio?
I remember now.
That's enough. Herta's collection. An endless...
I remember now.
That's enough. Herta's collection. An endless...
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation.
Yes. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
Yes, to get more information about the curio. I didn't get a direct answer, but Asta recommended I seek out a researcher who could help.
Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
I remember now.
That's enough. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
I remember now.
That's enough. Then you said, however, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking him. Your testimony went out the window this... However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. However, she decided to hold her tongue and...
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. However, so what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction?
Asta isn't trying to hide anything. It's because of her position.
What could be more important?
I agreed for Mr. Ratio. It's okay.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction?
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. So what's the story? Are you...
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management. Another severe incident which...
Oh. So that explains why they wouldn't be partial to anyone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes.
Yes.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have an idea at the time.
Researchers' disappearances, clearly though. It bears no connection to her.
No connection? I disagree. There's
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
I remember now.
That's enough pretending. Clearly, though, it bears no
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta don't know the location.
She did say that, but then what?
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated.
Huh. But there...
That's what's so odd about it. But this may not be direct evidence. But if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person...
We'll see in the main control.
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
This is...
a declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on...
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy.
Japella Brotherhood. I've heard...
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power. Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, that video will soon circulate. And this station...
The destruction.
I'm afraid more than trust. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell.
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage.
All remains as it did yesterday.
Perlu. Crafting dulu. Crafting dulu.
Isn't it wonderful? Is that so? I imagine a slice. Picture a sliver. It reminds me of a ring. Thank you.
All remains as it did yesterday.
Not good.
A list of the missing research.
Sure, but the security
A
department.
list of the missing.
Okay.
Take it. Remember. I don't know.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most.
I didn't really notice at first, but it's been a few system hours, and I still can't breathe. The last time I saw him was in the master controls.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge. If his disappearance is also related to the case.
True. The keywords that got Adler thinking were energy life forms. To confirm, we need to investigate.
Jerk! Fine! Disappear! Adler, he's been acting really weird. He doesn't even answer.
What did he talk about?
He kept saying...
Phrase.
Who said I want it? But if you want to find him, I don't know exactly what he...
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of... I finished browsing. It's time to go back and...
Water heeds the cloud song. Grace, awaken dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon. The times are changed. Heaven surge. Rise!
There's always a weakness.
A will forged in ice never falters!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Lend me your strength.
The consequences are mine to bear.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web.
Less than promised. We're running out of time. First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's discovery drew the enemy?
Indeed. And I already first. Adler's disappear. The next angle is what the victims have in common. This
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would indicate they share no commonalities. However, after browsing through their online records, you discover Lady Asta must know. The next angle is what the victims have last. Is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the secret of spontaneous. You probably already know about this. The fire demon of Fatora. The Duke of the last is the abilities of Duke Inferno. During prior unrest, instigated by the Everflame Mansion, the flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous. Look, the answer is right there. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions.
It's the phase flame, the creation of member number 29, Sir Kal. She was an amazing genius. However, she lived for a mere 29 days on the human calendar. Such a pity. The phase flame shifted into a different phase as soon as it was created. When it returned to this phase...
This booklet describes a kind of fire. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing cure.
Somebody was once able to glimpse the traces of the phase flame and obtained a wisp of its kindling. Herta kept... If Ifrit is a scion of the phase flame, then the
kindling of this unique... I fear that this is the truth, Adler. Undoubtedly, the curio Herta asked to find was the phase flame, and Adler already discovered the relationship between spontaneous human combustion. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he did. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw member 29 Sir Kal's... As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. That is the truth of the spontaneous human... We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear, and the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
We're running out of time.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one...
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
Stay calm. Asta was merely teleported. Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station.
A splinter, you say? Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire.
I will head to Herta's office and activate the folded space in the curio storage. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer.
Oke. Han. Ini single target. Ini. Nggak ngerti. Dipakai.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flames. Be careful. Get ready to... See? It's still in the space station. Likes, do you know what to do with corner... For the theater of the mediocre.
Ini udah baru ini mekaniknya.
The fire is done.
It's still resisting.
Mungkin. Tes. Habis.
For the theater of the mediocre.
Oh, ngaku.
What a heat the cloud saw. Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
Got the defense? Answer me.
Sense a storm. Heaven surge. Break.
Dapat bahan enggak? Oh, enggak dapat.
The consequences are
Berarti
mine
kita
to bear.
skip nih. Nah, ini kemana? Muter. Skip. Sorry.
The flame is getting weaker.
Speedrun. Oke, lewat. Wait. Kok balik lagi?
Water heeds the cloud song.
E.
Water heeds the cloud song. Water heeds the cloud song.
What?
Water heeds the cloud song. Water heeds the cloud song.
Shit.
Ignorant fool! It is little wonder that. But next time.
A small fragment of. Oh? Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Awaken, dormant scale. World cleansing dragon.
Lend me your strength. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them.
Heaven's surge. Rise.
Give me strength.
Answer me. 0 points.
There's always a weakness.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
I must.
SAS Percipi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. A test.
So this is the extent of mysteries materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong.
0 points.
Awaken, dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break.
You'll pay for this. Protect me! Protect me!
A miracle. SAS Percipi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
This battle is unavoidable.
Scales. World cleansing dragon.
Failed.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend, crush them!
The times are changed. Heaven's surge. Rise!
Good work. You did very well. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. While you were chasing the enemy, it was all thanks to At. They fell into a spatial... Many of them were shaken by their... Yes. It is. This business is... Oh, but there is one... and that is... I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to.
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair.
When did you stop?
When one is I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt...
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made...
Oh, and...
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this. Logic? A third party say...
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation...
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your... One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are...
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medic, and pulling the strings from behind the curtain.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in... To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably,
you wish to uproot the researchers blind.
I am only laying out my questions. Pursuit tinged with...
You are indeed more like a medical doctor.
As for the spark,
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
It is also a lesson. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to... A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Ito ubusin mo. Oke, lanjut Evan. Tes dulu. PP speed.
Sound lingers.
Ah.
Sound lingers. I wonder what that is. Eternal.
I won't surrender.
Naughty chop nap time. Existence is unity. Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind.
Dodge this!
Time for a shot.
Stay close!
Take this! Shit rise, Venus! Dodge this!
Naughty child, nap time.
Wow. Mati.
We can get closer.
Judgment is here! Do we still have the upper hand? Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack! Thanks for the support.
Your end approaches.
For your sins!
That paradise, savor it for me.
Retribution!
Too little failed to set you free.
Ready for another?
Time for a shot.
You impede me.
Enemy targets to...
Nap time.
Batu. Ganti aku. Apa cek deh. Isi. Oke. Itu sama nih. Lah. Oke. Apa? Di sini. Oh nih. Biru. Set putih. Oke. Mirip Mark 7. Is Indian House. Tetap ada bug ya. Yang ini biru hitam, ada kayak gitu ya. Angkanya agak bisa. Biru, hitam, putih. Biru, hitam. Penceritaan. Hijau sama tadi basicnya. Kan tuh. Wah, kok makan? Mati. Biru. Di biru. Eh? Oh, buah mie. Kuning. Kuning. Aduh. Apa di sini? Mirip siapa? Iblis. Kuning. Whoops. Oke. Oke, oke. Cari warna kuning dulu. Ya, ada kartu. Bener-bener. Motifnya bosan itu HP 100%. Bisanya
Heaven surge. Quick!
pay for this.
Awaken dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
I'm scared.
Ah, shit. So, let's move that too. Masih ada kan? Dulu nih. Ada, saya gimana? Attention. Oh, selesai ini.
These are devils. I'll crush them all.
Is that all? A will forged in ice never falters! World-cleansing dragon.
Selesai. Cepat-cepat. Perfect. What? Sama. Tuh. Mana sih? Ini. Bentar lu. Fokus apa anjir? Tar dulu nih, salah nih. Goodbye. Saya suka. Dulu bawah dulu. Apa di bawah? Mana kau sembunyi? Ada kan? Aman. Okey. Sikit. What? Sana. Pilih ini dulu. Sudah selesai. Mana? Ya. Salah. Aduh, keluar lele. Aduh, salah. Ya. Oh, itu. Oh gitu. Oh, di bawah masih bisa. Ini.
World-cleansing dragon.
Did I win?
Thanks.
Selesai.
I will fight alongside. Oke. Ping. Motif. Itu warna apa? No. Coba green dulu. Sama yang pink. Oke. Warna pink. Lagi selesai. Hijau.
Face hijau sama tuh. Lah. Oke. Hijau dapet. Mutasi. Jewel kan? Oke, cute. Oke, last. Oke, base ungu. Wait. Ini tisu. Tuh, dapat. Bukan sih kalau dapat. Syarat. Oh. Betul. Itu nyari piece-nya dulu. Oh, ini siapapun. kemana? Nggak ada yang depan. Isi. Tuh. Sana. Dia bilang itu. Oh. Semua Ish. Sudah semua ya? Emoji ada.
Do you want to enter the
Oh.
Do you want to enter the forgotten?
Mission. Ternyata langsung ada evolution. Indeks bau. Titi sama yang wih nah baca dulu. Jaga. Ya gila 10 20 ada apa ini jauh malah timun tenteng 30 iya.
Ah, a visitor. Please let me show you some of our local hospitality.
Evolution. Belum ada. Aduh, jalan ini.
Water heeds the cloud song.
Waduh, salah.
Cloud song. Heaven sent. Break! Caution does not mean cowardice. I'm with you!
Show your courage.
Water heeds the cloud song.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend! Crush them!
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon!
Body. Aduh. Oke. Ya habis lanjut offline udah bisa mulai sih ini. Ada gacha di akun satu lagi. Bentar. Oke, balik lagi. Ini gacha. Terus lumayan. Di dalam kampus. Pindah dulu. Apa gitu saja? Ya, silly. Lalu ngaduk Himeku. Dapet deh, masa nggak dapet? 10 kali pull. Dapat angkat. Satu.
Research is progressing at astronomical speeds. Research is progressing at astronomical speeds.
Apa ya? Bisa ini.
Research is progressing at astronomical speeds. Unfortunately, the mystery of the Eons remains unsolved.
Waduh. Bang. Wow. Susah. Plus. Dapat. Gila. Say.
One's hexachromatic position is always in flux. Planning is paramount.
Sound lingers.
Item.
Sound lingers.